In Bones here. I want to talk about the Leatherman Wave, which is my favorite multi-tool. And I've had some from Gerber, and I had one from Saw. There's other multi-tool companies out there that make good multi-tools. However, I love Leathermans. They've been at it the longest, and they're out of Oregon. So, and their warranty's sick. I mean, it's 25-year warranty, and basically a 25-year guarantee, which says if you break it, they're going to fix it or replace it. So this is two different versions of the Wave. The black one is the current production version, and this one is about a decade old. And it's been around. I don't know, the Wave's been around for 25 years. They've been refining it. So, was there anything wrong with this? Did I really need to get a new version? No, but they made some key upgrades that I'll get into. But first I want to tell you why the Wave. Well, the Wave's been their best-selling multi-tool for a long time. And it's basically because it's got a great size. It's big enough to handle most stuff, but it's small enough to carry and not to be a hassle. And it's got tools that are accessible from both the inside and the outside. So you have your standard tools on the inside, which I'll show you on the current generation because they've made some changes. But then they have the standard tools accessible also from the outside, and these lock. On this old version, the tools on the inside didn't lock. That's one of the things they've actually changed, and I think it was a good move on their part, adding the locking mechanism. So, like I said, this is about a decade old. I got it when I first went into the service, and through the years, I've broken and beat multi-tools, but this has never failed me, and this has been in the mountains, it's been in the deserts, it's been in the jungles, and all I have is a couple little spots of rust. You could kind of see right there, and it's still functioning great. There's just a couple key features that made me want to go ahead and upgrade. One, it's now coming in this kick-ass tactical black, and like I said, it has the locking mechanisms, and it comes with their bit driver set. And so let's just start with the tools on the inside of this. On this side, you have your flat, chisel, screwdriver, whatever you want to call it. You also have this little screwdriver that will come out, and it's Phillips head on one side and standard straight flat head on the other, and it's mainly for like eyeglasses and such. And then you also have your scissors on this side, which pop out, which they've always worked great. And yes, I've come across times when I actually needed to use them, and I have no complaints. Like I said, all the tools on this are relevant, and I think that's why it remains one of their best sellers. But then on the other side, you only have like two tools over here. You have your can opener, bottle opener, and then you have the bit driver. And you're probably saying, well, that doesn't seem like a lot of tools. Well, the thing is that, like I said, all these tools lock and everything, and I will lock this one out. It's a bit driver. And what are the bits? Well, the bit set, let's see, it's freaking slippery, and it's come on, there we go. They're double-sided, and this is the one it comes with. It's got a standard flat head and Phillips head. But then you can buy this kit for like $10 on Amazon, which has 20 different bits, which gives you 40 different tools. So, is that important? I think so. And then some people, may complain about the range, like you can't really get in there anywhere. Well, hey, they actually make an extension. That's $6 on Amazon. So, and it just slides in here. Slides in there like that, and the bit will slide into the end of that, and lock in. And so not only do I recommend buying the Wave, but I recommend buying a couple of the accessories, and the bits and the bit adapter are extension are definitely a bit. Also, with the Wave, it comes, it's got this cool locking mechanism. Let's go over to this side. You can see right there. You can't. You can see it pops up right there, and that's what locks it into place. And it locks sturdy. And then you can basically do it with one hand. You push here, and you can get it in. Now this clip doesn't come with it. The clip and this lanyard ring are actually, I think they were like $6 on Amazon too. And basically, you open up the lock, and it'll slide in to that groove right there. See it? There you go. That groove. And it basically just slides in. Once you get it in the groove, open up the lock, and it'll just pop right in like that. And that allows you to carry it in your pocket. And look at that clip. It allows for the entire Leatherman to sit down into your pocket, which makes it very easy to carry. But my one criticism of this is that it's kind of heavy. It's definitely heavier than this old generation, but this older generation didn't have the lock, it didn't have the bit driver, and it didn't have the option of putting a clip on there. So, there are a couple other great offerings from Leatherman, but this is the all-around right size and with the right tools. They also have the Charge, which is very, very similar to this one. There's not a lot of difference between those two. But I don't know. I dig the Wave. All Leathermans are good. So I suggest getting a medium size, medium duty tool as your primary. If you think you're going to need heavier use, you could buy a Super Tool 300 or a Mutt. But then you're getting big and bulky and heavy. So you could get a smaller one like the Juice, and that'll fit in your pocket really well, but it doesn't have the same capabilities as this. So I always recommend, buying a Wave or buying like maybe a Charge, but I dig the Wave the best. So like I said, I've been on this older Wave for a decade. It's been everywhere. It's done all kinds of different things, and it's never failed me. So now that this is closed, what tools are on the outside? Well, you have your serrated edge, and that's actually marked up here by those ridges, which kind of let you know just by feel that that's going to be your serrated edge. And all these lock out, and it's just a simple liner lock right there. Press that over, and it'll go back in. You could do it all one-handed. On the other side is your regular blade, and once again it locks. And then you also have on the outside your file, which is great. I've used it on both for quite a while. And then look at that, the button here for that locking mechanism. That is freaking outstanding. And then on this side should be your saw, which, anything the size of a large broom handle, you could easily saw with this, and I have. It actually works really well, but it's not super long, and that's going to be your limiting factor, really. And once again, that locks and shuts pretty easy. So, couple other options you might want to consider. This is what the original case came in, or my original, this is the case my original Wave came in. And it's been a good case, but it's meant for a belt. And the Velcro is kind of going, so I started looking at some of the other cases Leatherman offers. And this one is the one that actually comes with the current generation blackout version of it. And it is a dedicated MOLLE sheath. And it sits low, and it's got a good drainage hole, and it's got this large strip of Velcro. But I've found that if I'm putting it on the outside of my bag, then I can put both sets of bits here, in the case. Let's get them in. And then I can fit my older generation wave in with it and push them down and fold it over, and then it's always with on my go bag. And for this one, I actually bought a bigger case. This is the large Molly case that you would buy to go with the Super Tool or the Mutt. However, with the clip on it, it'll actually fit pretty deep down in here. Then you can put the driver in with it and close it off, fold it over, you fold this over just like this, and then pull it closed. And it really holds it in there, and you know your extensions isn't going anywhere. And I'll throw that on my go bag also on the outside. And you know, if I'm going somewhere where I'm not going to have my bag with me, then I'll just throw this in my pocket. And so you can see, of course these shorts aren't made well for it. It fits all the way down into the pocket. Like, it's very easy to carry. The only thing is, it is about, it's close to 8 ounces, so it is heavy. But, you know, good trade-offs. So, form and function. That's why the Wave's been #1 on their selling list. I probably left some stuff out, but trust me, this is a great multi-tool. I dig it. You can find them for about $60 on Amazon. These blacked out versions are closer to $70. If you're a soldier, I recommend going ahead and getting it. Pocket clip in the lanyard, that's another $6, and it comes in black or silver. Get the bit extension and the bit, the drivers. Well, not the drivers, but the actual bits themselves. Go ahead and buy the extra kits, man. That gives you 40 tools all in one. So, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'm out.